Alright, let's just get it out the way real quick. So first and foremost, I am playing this game against my will. As a guy who grew up playing video games and fighting games, I've seen many come and many go, and I've learned how to differentiate the good fighting games and the bad fighting games. So this is before they get out released. People go buy them. You can just look at a game and tell if it's going to be trash or not. It's certain key factors that go into letting you know if a fighting game is worth buying or not. First off is a price. No good fighting game, or at least no fighting game worth your money, is going to be worth anything less than $50, right? Because you notice that every fighting game that was less than $50 didn't do so well, necessarily. And this is before fighting games, video games went up to 60 because of, graphics and all that, and hardware, et cetera, et cetera. The second thing is the character roster. Any fighting game worth having, the developers are always going to put on the back of the game exactly how many characters are in the game, because that is a selling point. That is a selling point. If a character has, if a fighting game has 50 characters in it, they're going to tell you that it has 50 characters in it. If a fighting game has like 10 characters in it, they're not going to say anything about it. And you got to find out by actually putting the game in the system and finding out that, oh, this game only has 10 characters. What the hell? So it becomes less appealing. It becomes more repetitive a lot quicker. And you get bored with it faster because there's not a lot of options for you to, really have fun with it. It's only 10 characters. You can learn every character relatively quickly if you're very savvy at fighting games, and you can get over it relatively fast. So it becomes boring really, really quickly, especially if you're really good at fighting games, like myself. Lastly, this was a game, with those points being made, this game originally was a mobile fighting game. It was a mobile fighting game that you basically played with, that had like a rock, paper, scissors type of system. And it was good for passing the time, but to take it seriously, it was just like, it was one of those mobile games that was just like, okay, it's fun, it's Power Rangers, so it does have a nostalgia factor to it. If you're up to the comics, you know who Lord Dragon is. That's Tommy, after he, in an alternate dimension where he never stopped being evil and he fused the White Ranger power and the Green Ranger powers together, and he became that. And a bunch of other things took place. There's a nostalgia factor with Power Rangers, and there have been a few Power Ranger fighting games. I don't know the names verbatim, but they were on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, on one of the other systems. So we've had Power Ranger fighting games before, besides scrolling beat 'em up games before. So this isn't really anything new per se. But in today's atmosphere of fighting games, I can honestly say that this is a game that I've intentionally avoided until today. Now, of course, when I say in the beginning that I'm playing this game against my will, I did say that. If not, I was thinking. I don't mean that somebody had my gun, or something, well, not my gun, because I don't own one, but if somebody didn't have a gun to my head and told me, hey, you gotta play this or else. That's not what I meant. What I meant by when I said I'm playing this game against my will is that I listen. Oh, what's up? TMN Gaming, TML Gaming? Welcome. What I meant by that was somebody who I've been watching for a long time, Maximilian Dude, some of you may know who this guy is. I was watching one of his streams, and he mentioned, this is during the weekend of EVO. EVO, like the biggest fighting game tournament event. It's for 3 days at the Mandalay Bay at the MGM Grand, or some famous hotel or spot in Las Vegas or whatever. And it happens once a year. And the devs for fighting games, they come out there to showcase any new fighting games or any new DLC content they got coming soon. And he mentioned that Maximilian dude, he got friends in high places. The guy is a known face. So he has these connections to the industry and things like that, and friends in the industry who works on these video games. And he mentioned that he spoke to the developers of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Now, he mentioned that there will be some major updates coming to the game. Some characters coming in, which Lord Zed will be coming to the game soon. And that kind of tickled my fancy a little bit. That kind of like, oh, really? Power Rangers getting an update? I don't know. Maybe they'll do something interesting with it. So I decided to go against my better judgment and buy the game. Now, let me say this. There's I don't know what they call it. I think it's the collector's edition or something like that of this game. That collector's edition is $40. However, if you buy the base game, which is only $20, and the Season 1 Pass, which is $15, you can get both of those for $5 cheaper. The only thing that I think the collector's edition gives you that costs the $5 extra is a skin for Kimberly. The fuck. Anyway, so I decided to get the game against my better judgment. So I will say this, Maximilian, and anybody who gives a damn to tell me, I've been watching you for a long time. I am going to do something that I have never done before in my life, which is take the opinion of anybody in regards to a fighting game. I know a bad fighting game when I see one, and that's why I intentionally missed this. When it first came out, I didn't bother with it. I seen the $20 and I seen how many characters they had on the game. Not interested. But I'm going by what you said, that you spoke to the developers of this game, and they got all these major plans for this game coming soon. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with it. But if this game turns out to be trash, you're gonna have to face me in the best out of 10 in this shit. I'm blaming you if this game is garbage. I at least want this to be fun, because there was only one other fighting game that, if this game ends up being fun, this will be the second fighting game that I made a misjudgment on. The first one was Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. So, yeah, just wanted to say that. So with that being said, so they got Jin Scott from the Time Force, and they got Treya Triforce. Thank God they got Treya Triforce. Because I was going to say, if that Gold Ranger was Jason, I was going to be pissed. Like, we don't need no Jason. And, get Treya Triforce. He was the better Gold Ranger. The Power Rangers getting their ass whipped by Wolfbane and Zeo, and he came out of nowhere and he handled business. That's what I'm talking about. Give me Treya Triforce. That's a real Gold Ranger. I'm sorry, I just had a little outburst right there. Let's go to training. Let's see what we working on. What do we have? I should have these guys already. So let's see. They got the original Green Ranger, Tommy. They got Tommy. They got Jason, the original Red Ranger. They got Gia Morgan, who is... I understand that they call it the series Mega Force, but why couldn't they just call it Gokaiger? I mean, look, I still watch the Sentai's, so which are the Japanese Power Rangers, which are the Japanese counterparts to Power Rangers, which Power Rangers gets the idea from. Saban brought it over from Zeo Ranger back in 1995. They took the stock footage from Zeo Ranger over in Japan, which is the Sentai in Japan, and they made it into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers over here. So Japan is like, there are 15 series of Power Rangers, quote unquote, ahead of us. That they got series over there that we're never going to see. They got Die Ranger, they got Jack, you know what I mean? They got a whole bunch of series over there that we're never going to see. The counterpart to this was called Gokaiger. And basically what this is based on, it was like an anniversary series where the Power Rangers are kind of like, some space pirates. And they were activating, and they were going around the universe finding these Ranger keys. And these keys and their morphers was kind of like a cell phone. So they would use their keys into the... Oh my God, he's wearing the actual shirt. Yeah, I know, right? Amazing. I know, I'm not wearing a tank top, But yeah, their morphers were like these cell phones, and they would get these Ranger keys where they could, you know, from different past Power Rangers, and they could activate the power, and they can like, you know, just temporarily transform into the Rangers of that time. So, you know, that was like an anniversary series. So, Leah Morgan, that's who she's basically representing. This is a Ranger player who's basically like the evil Kimberly. Lord Draken took over in that alternate universe. She's by her side. You know, so that's that. Cat Max, who's from SPD, wasn't really a Ranger per se. She was a one-time offshoot. I don't know why they had her in the damn game. She ain't really supposed to be there. Magna Defender, this is by far the most gangster guy in Power Rangers history. I don't care what nobody says. This guy was certified gangster. If you watch Lost Galaxy, then you knew about this guy. This dude had his son killed by the main villain, and he absorbed the spirit, I think, of the Red Ranger's brother when he fell into like a crevice, and he basically got himself out the crevice after he fell in it. So Magna Defender, he was evil at one point, or because he was like an anti-hero per se. You know, so that was crazy. Now Lord Draken, again, I mentioned him already. He's a Tommy Oliver from the alternate universe. He used the Green Ranger powers and the White Ranger powers together. Became that, never stopped being evil. Goldar, fuck him, nobody cares. The Macedon Century, basically the Black Ranger from Lord Draken's universe on his side. Cinezonic Blue, Cinezoic Blue, again, same thing. Madonna, the White Mystic Ranger, you know, Dragon Armor Trini, rest in peace, Tom. The original and greatest Yellow Ranger. And she was Asian. That was racist. So then we got Tria Triforia. And then we got Jen Scott, who by far would probably be like the second most gangster character in all the Power Rangers. I need to get this. Why are they not letting me go to the store? I got the season 1 pass. I guess we'll go with Magna Defender. Ooh, we got red. Magna Defender. Go with Tommy Oliver. Of course, you know we gotta go with the Green Ranger. I mean, it's the Green Ranger, baby. Green Ranger, baby. We gotta go with the Green Ranger. Actually, I give no shit about it. Let's go with this Dragon Armor Trini. I need to see it. Let's put this in. And let's go with I would say Lord Draken, but let's go with Tommy. Lord Draken. I like going with Lord Draken. Why? I don't know. Goldar. Cenozoic Blue Ranger. Lord Dragon's Throne, Cenozoic era, Man Center. Lord. You remember when, man, actually, let me take that back. Tommy as evil may have been the most gangster ranger of all time. There has never been, and I repeat, never been another Power Ranger series where an evil ranger jumped into the Megazord of the Power Ranger. He himself, as just a human, jumped into the Megazord and whipped all their asses while they were sitting in their seats. Bruh, he destroyed the Megazord from the inside out as a human. And knocked all of them out their shit. So I take that back. Tommy as the evil Green Ranger is the most gangster Power Ranger of all time. I don't care what anybody says. So yeah, so let's check this out. So what the fuck we got going on here? Light attack. Triangle, medium, heavy. Okay, light, medium, heavy. Neutral, special. Forward, special. Yo, this is kind of like a fighting game, but with like... This is kind of like a fighting game with like Smash Brother controls, when you think about it. Let's try some of this stuff in action. Light attack. So they got one button combos in it. Oh, he has a counter. Oh, he got a grab. No, it's a counter. There's a counter. Enemy settings. Your dummy. Here, do something. I just want to see.
Engage!
Oh, now you're in trouble.
Stand down! Release the power! Release the power!
That's all I want to see. It's a counter. Alright, so get the dummy back standing. What else we got? I'm already not liking it. I swear I'm not liking this shit.
You gotta go through me!
Step aside!
Macro!
How much you want to bet online? They got a bunch of people standing there doing this. How much you want to bet? You got a bunch of people just standing there hitting one button. I can guarantee you. Doing that. Tiger, but you damn dragon for it. Eventually I'm gonna have to set these controls back to something else. So the controls are gonna take some getting used to. Oh, you got an ultra attack?
Megazord, ready. Megazord, ready.
Just don't worry.
Imagine a big ass tail like that just coming out of nowhere to fuck you up. You ain't got nowhere to run. Ain't got no. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We got another follow. I gotta update this. Holy shots. Ladies and gents, we are officially. Oh, dang, dude. I gotta find your name now. Dang it. I'll do it later. I'm so mad. God, dang it. I should have did this at the time it happened. And I just like, I was so distracted by this trash ass game. I just, ugh. Stupid me. I know I should have known better. So we got 75 or 75. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially made it. We reached the damn goal. Couldn't have done it without you.
Megazord, ready.
follow up with something.
More of a time.
Go, go!
Take a minute for me to get the hang of these controls, because I'm just looking at it and it's like I'm not impressed at all.
Get out of my way! Mega Blaster!
That's not even the same voice actor. What the hell?
Mega Blaster!
The voiceover from Mike most likely.
It's forfeit time! Dragon Sword!
Dragon Sword, right? Then Ray fucked that up in Dino Thunder.
Dragon Sword!
You know, now that I think about it, that was the biggest lie we've been told ever. First off, Tommy is playing a flute with his helmet on. I'll rest my case. How the fuck is that possible? Like, what the fuck?
Dragon Sword!
There's no hole in the helmet in the blade. Let's just go to some other characters. How do we go back to character select? They don't have it. You gotta go back there manually. Alright, so let's see. Who didn't we use? Let's go with the original Red Ranger. Let's go with Gilmore. Let's go with Ranger Silver.
Kimberly.
So I guess. Dragon bitch ass.
Lord Dragon Goldar.
I have no choice. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? What am I showing you? Let's see what they would do. I mean, I like the 3-on-3 idea. You know, like I shit it on the game enough. I like oh, I know he's gonna get used a lot because he dashes in. Look at that. That's his light attack. He dashes in with that. So I know he's gonna be an online favorite. Like, come on.
Tyrannosaurus!
Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Tyrannosaurus! Tyrannosaurus!
We can just juggle that? Go from one rocket.
Tyrannosaurus!
That's a reset. Okay. That's dope. He's cool. You gotta shake. Shake his face special. His forward special. His weapons. He's back. That was a barrel roll. Barrel roll with shots. He's on online. Hold on, this little Ranger's gonna This is a lot bigger than what it was in actual suit. Yeah, like they kind of exaggerated it, but nevertheless, let's go to
Super Mega Force Yellow.
Now, one interesting thing about this that I hope they put in the game, because I ain't used it yet, is that during Go Kaiser, so I'm only referencing Go Kaiser because I know they use some of that stock footage for Mega Force. Is that her and the Blue Ranger used to switch weapons often. And one thing they used to do, matter of fact, I don't know if it was her and the Blue Ranger or if it was her and the Pink Ranger. But yeah, her and another Ranger, they used to switch weapons often. Basically, so all the base weapons for the Rangers in that series was a sword and a gun. And oftentimes they would like trade my blue. Where's the Black Ranger? Oh, I'm gonna get to him soon. Hold on. I'm checking out all the Rangers' abilities before I decide on who I want to use. So one thing they used to do in this series is that she used to trade weapons with another Ranger. So basically she would fight with two swords and the other one would be fighting with two pistols. So I wonder if they have like something like that in her moveset. They should. I guess they would need like maybe they would do something where they would have like 3 Rangers in every game or something like that in order to make it happen. Let's go.
Yellow Ranger Power Up. Yellow Ranger Power Up. Yellow Ranger Power Up. Yellow Ranger Power Up.
Oh wait, she pulls herself.
Yellow Ranger Power Up. Yellow Ranger Power Up.
So it could be level 2, level 3. Okay. So I guess it's just depending on how many.
We're not backing down.
Oh, man. You want to see a squirrel character? Here you go. There's no way nobody's not doing this anymore. Come on, man. Online cheaters. Somebody's doing that online. Let's not even kid out there. That's the way you can get her.
Pterodactyl.
Okay. I think we tried it. Right?
Megazord, ready.
setups. All right, let's try some setups. They are not letting me get, like, I bought the season pass. I should be able to get these two. I don't know why they're not letting me get them. Not these three. Cat. Good night, my friend. Let's get going. Dragon.
Lord Dragon.
I need to stop just saying that. Oh, God. After us.
Mastodon Sentry.
Question.
Goldar. Lord Dragon. Tree.
Grind. What's going on? Oh, man. Y'all pouring in for this Power Ranger game. I swear. All right. So let's see what she got. Oh, this split is going to be godlike. Crossover potential with this is going to be amazing. I hope whatever update they do, they need to get like a little messenger on the corner that says crossover. Wait, that's a crossover too? Oh, yes, you gotta like get. Oh, you can cross it over. It's like not good.
Cat stunners.
What you call that? Cat scratch fever? What the fuck is this?
Cat stunners.
She doing hot breath on? She never had that in SPD.
Cat stunners.
I don't know what the hell that is.
You're not supposed to feed.
Black Ranger, here you go. Granted, again, don't expect much from this. This is not the original Black Ranger here. This is clearly the Black Ranger from an alternate timeline with Lord Draken when he sided with, Evil Time. When he sided with Lord Draken. That's what this is. So this ain't the Black Ranger that we know. They ain't put him in the game if they're putting him in the game at all. It better be Zach. It better not be Johnny. Excuse me. I was gonna say Johnny Bosch. If anybody watches Bleach, the voiceover for the English character for the English dub is actually Johnny Bosch. He was the second Black Ranger to take over after Zach left. After Walter, which is his real name. After he left the show, due I think to some disputes with the writing or something like that, because he wrote like the first 3 seasons. And I don't know if they wasn't trying to pay him or whatever the case was, but he decided to leave, and that's when Adam took over. You got mines? You got mines? I don't mind. And he got an anti-air. We just a trick shot. Everybody try to jump. Get him with that. That's what pisses me off. One down. Major damage in.
On my mark. On my mark.
Is that a counter? that's a counter. We got to see if that's a counter.
You're nothing.
On my mark.
He called in the hit squad. You know how that goes.
Fine.
He got Sabra and he got the dragon back. Power Rangers fan. Like, I ain't seen Power Rangers in forever and a day, and I still remember all the stuff. The kid, yes, I
You have been warned. You have been warned. Been warned.
That's terrible to do in the corner.
You have been warned.
Megazord ready.
Steps down. Nobody.
Megazord ready.
Tail whack. Tail whip. That one right there. What the hell you want to fuck on other ones for? They don't do anything. So that's them. Kind of ran through what they did.
Eyes on target. On my mark.
All right, let's go back to. They need to give you an option to go back to the character select. So who haven't I used yet? I did everybody on this side. Goldar,
Goldar. Cenozoic Blue Ranger. Donna.
I have to wait till PlayStation quit doing maintenance so I can try these two out.
Goldar.
So, hey, if you guys haven't followed me yet, hit that follow button. Drink my smoothie real quick. All right. Next up, what we got? Goldar. He's kind of heavy. He moves kind of slow, but he got a floaty jump. find some of the stuff like that. Ooh, that's the problem.
Energy of light, fire. Magical source, mystic force.
Oh, on that ass.
Energy of light, fire. Magical source, mystic force.
That hurts me, guys.
Engage. We will do this together. Release the power. Release the power.
Megazord ready.
Punch the hell out of you. Okay. Not too excited about the game so much. It is what it is. I see the potential in it, but there are people playing this. What the hell? Oh no, they don't. Let's say. Oh, okay. So the story actually goes through Lord Dragon. Not bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this as it is right now. I'm gonna get more familiar with the system, and then we're gonna go into story mode, and then we're gonna take it into casuals, and then we're gonna go into ranked. Because I don't want to it's steps. With games like this, you gotta learn what to look out for and what to avoid. And I don't want to jump into the Shark Tank right away without learning the ins and outs of this. So I'm gonna leave this alone for now. And we're gonna get back to it later. Once PlayStation gets through updating or whatever maintenance they're doing, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna download Trey or Triforia or Jen Scott. I'm gonna check those characters out in training mode, and we're gonna see what else this game has to offer. Until then, man, thank you guys for watching. Peace, and see you guys next time.